Good morning. I am going to give you a quick demonstration of ratatouille. Very easy to make and it doesn't take a long time. We've got different types of vegetables. I'm going to go through them because the different classifications of vegetables. So we've got peppers, we've got tomatoes, aubergine, onion and garlic. Now the onion and the garlic is from the bulb family. The peppers and the tomatoes is from the fruit vegetable family, and the aubergine is also a fruit vegetable, but it's from a different family called an aqueous. The same family as the courgette. So here we go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the butternut squash. But here we go. So I'm going to just clear some of my section here and start by finely dicing the onion. Nice little neat dices. And this is an exercise for you to check check your chopping techniques and practice them. Yeah, you'll notice that I'm using the tip of the knife and the heel of the knife for chopping. Yeah. Now, the reason why I start with the onion is because there's a sugar content in onion and a sugar content in garlic. And if I put the garlic sometime the same time as the onion when I'm frying, the garlic will burn and get very dark, and the onion still have the colour yet. So what I do is, whilst I'm chopping the onion and cooking the onion, I will then start to chop the garlic. That will tell me about the time I've chopped the garlic, it's time to add the garlic to the onion, then it won't burn. So there is method in my madness. Right, so I'll put a little bit of oil in it, a little bit of oil in the pan, in this very small kitchen, but it is doable and workable. And we don't need a very fierce heat to get any flames in it at all. There we go. Right, I'm going to let that heat up a little bit. Well, what I should have done, I should have had the pan already heated. Anyway. Now I'm going to dice up the garlic. I'm going to chop it up fine. As you can see there, my little chopping. Put it really fine. I could use a garlic crusher, but then it will defeat the object of having a chopping knife to use. So it will defeat the object of not using that chopping skill. There we go. Now, when you're making ratatouille, it doesn't have to be fine dices, right? But this exercise, it's good for the preparation technique will be chopping. The cooking technique will be saute, and I am going to put my onions in, and you can hear it sizzling, so we know that the oil is hot. And I'm going to do that. Just let it sizzle, 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 sizzle. How much oil did I put? How much oil did I put? How much oil did I put inside the pan? About maximum 1.5 tablespoons. Ratatouille is not supposed to be oily. I'm going to cut my aubergine next. So I'm going to add my garlic, cut my aubergine. I want to cut it into strips like this. And then I'm going to cut it into strips so that I can turn that into dice. Alright, once again, as I said to you before, it's good exercise for your knife skills. And this is a very healthy, if you're going to use oil, the best oil to use is olive oil. So there's my aubergines. And then I'm going to do that and dice it up nicely. Right, now I've got to still pay attention to the onions and the garlic, that it's not burning. If the fire's too high, I'll take that a little bit. That gives me a bit more time to do my aubergines. And yeah, so here we go. Chop, chop, chop away. With the ratatouille, you can also have courgettes, but I don't have any courgettes on me at the moment, so I'm just using what I've got. And I normally use red onions other than white onions because it's a panache or a melody of Mediterranean vegetables. Tomatoes, peppers, onions, garlic. Here we go. So diced aubergines into the pan. Right. Also, it's good to have something like basil or thyme to give that little extra flavour. However, I haven't got any basil or thyme at the moment. Just reaching out to get myself a wooden spoon to give it a little stir. There you go. Now, the next thing I'm going to cut is what we call the fruit vegetable. Well, that was one already. The peppers. Lastly, I'm going to do the tomato because the tomato is going to be the liquid. There's two types of ratatouille. You can get the dry ratatouille, you can get the wet ratatouille. The wet ratatouille, you would use something like a tin of chopped tomatoes so you get extra juice. But this one is going to be a very dry ratatouille. So I'll just cut the tomatoes and take out the seed. Take out the seed, so there's no seed in it. And then I'm going to cut it into dices. Right, so once again you'll see me cut it into strips. It's so easy this way. One of the reasons I should say, I'm cutting it the way I'm cutting it is because also good presentation. Right, there we go. chop away, and then I can almost there now. Almost there. So, as you can see, I've chopped away all the peppers. I'm just going to add that to the aubergine and garlic and onion. How do you know when the ratatouille is cooked? All the vegetables should be soft, but not too soft, so you can have still a little bit of a crunch in the peppers. As I said to you, this is a dry ratatouille. It is a vegetable stew, so if I was stewing it, which I would then use tin tomatoes, the vegetables would be more soft. But this is just going to be a very dry ratatouille. Right, so I haven't added any salt to the ratatouille yet because salt makes the aubergines bleed and pulls out the water. So what I'm going to do, when I add the tomato, then I will then add my salt. So here's my tomatoes. Right. I'm going to quickly sharpen this knife, and I'm going to show you how quickly sharpen this knife because I find it a little bit blunt. So here I go. I'm going to go like that. So I tip it at a 45 degrees angle, yeah, something like that, and then I'll just tip the tip to the heel to the tip. So stroke, and that is going to make my knife light, but I'll do it quite fast, and that will make my knife sharp enough to continue. Then wipe off any metal filing, give it a little bit of a rinse, and I should be able, hopefully, if I do this now, there you go. One sharp knife, no struggle, no hurry, no worry. Right, so, right, with the tomato, I'm just going to do it fine dices once again. You saw that I sliced it, and then I'm going to put quick dices.
Also recording.
Yep. I think, I'm not sure. Right, so ratatouille, there you go. What I'm going to do now then, I'm going to turn up the fire. And let it cook. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt or less. If I show you like that, you don't need much salt in there because you can always add salt at the table. But once you've over salted it, you can't take it out. Sometimes I add a little teeny bit of sugar to it just to bring out the flavour of the mushroom, of the tomatoes. Right, I'm going to swap pans, swap heats, put on a faster heat. And I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of tomato paste. Like that. And then that will be my ratatouille. It's good and healthy, not too greasy. You can serve it with fish, you can serve it with meat, you can have it on its own, you can mix it in with pasta and make a vegetable pasta ratatouille. Voila! Let me just
Try it again. Try it again.
Let me just, rather than that, let me just put it on a plate to give you a little bit of demonstration of what it should look like when it's all the colours. Now, normally it's an array of colours. So there we go. Homemade ratatouille. Thank you so much.
Wait. Put on capture. Just keep it on. And off. Yeah.
What is it?